guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my holiday book wish list. I have done this video for the past couple of years, and basically this is just where I compile a list of the books that are at the top of my wish list. These are usually ones that I probably wouldn't buy myself, but in no way am I asking people for these books. It's just a way for me to share them with you guys, and since the holidays are coming up, maybe you want to get them as gifts for other people or ask for them as gifts from people. But this year I'm doing something really special that I've been planning for a while, and I'm super excited to be able to share it with you guys. I am hosting a fundraiser for Room to Read, which is a nonprofit charity organization which helps children in low-income countries get access to teachers and books and education. So I have a link down below if you would like to donate. My goal is $300 because that is the amount it costs to sponsor a child for an entire year of education. So yes, the link will be down below if you want to donate. Don't feel pressured at all. It's just there if you are able to and you have the means to. Don't feel like you have to donate a lot, even just $1. Like, oh my god, if every single one of my subscribers donated $1, that would be insane. I know that's not gonna happen, but if you would like to donate, please consider doing it. I really appreciate it. It would mean so much to me. Now let's get into the books that are on my holiday wish list. The first book on this list is Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin, and this is kind of the follow-up to the World of Ice and Fire, and it's basically like 300 years of history behind the Targaryen family. I have read this entire book and I love it so much. I am such like a history nerd. This is like totally tailor-made for me, and I got this last year. Just like learning the history behind this whole fantasy world is just like so much fun to me. So when I found out he was doing a whole one on just the Targaryen family, I got so excited. And I feel like a lot of the Song of Ice and Fire fans are kind of ignoring these books because, like, I don't know, I feel like we're all mad that Winds of Winter is nowhere in sight. But honestly, this book is so overlooked and it was really good, and so I have just as high hopes for the Fire and Blood. I feel like where George R.R. Martin really shines is within his like really dense histories, so I'm just super pumped for that. The next one is Star Wars Women of the Galaxy by Amy Ratcliffe. This is basically just a big book all about all the women in the Star Wars universe, and there's really beautiful artwork in here. I'm just a really big Star Wars fan. Y'all probably know that if you've been watching my channel. I'm slowly building like a Star Wars book collection, and this one just looks like the perfect one to add to that. The next book is How Long Till Black Future Month by N.K. Jemisin, and this is her first collection of fiction short stories. N.K. Jemisin wrote probably my favorite book of all time, the 5th season. So she is like my auto-buy author. I will read anything that she's written. And I really love getting short story collections from just one author because you're able to see just the versatility in their writing. Some of the stories that are in here, it says, dragons and hateful spirits haunt the flooded streets of New Orleans in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. In a parallel universe, a utopian society watches our world trying to learn from our mistakes. A black mother in the Jim Crow South must save her daughter from a fae offering impossible promises. Those just all sound really cool, and I'm excited to see what all of the different stories in here are. The next one is World Seen in Passing. This is basically a bind-up of 10 years of short fiction from Tor.com. I believe there's like 40 short stories in here. Some of them I've already read, but I really love Tor.com's short stories, so this is definitely a bind-up that I've had my eye on and I've really been wanting to get to. The next one is My Favorite Thing as Monsters by Emile Ferris, and this one I hear about from Emily over at Possibly Literate. She talks about this all the time and just raves about it. It's a graphic novel, but the actual book itself is more like a diary, and it's this 10-year-old girl trying to solve the murder of her neighbor. The next one on this list is called The Writer's Map. Basically, this is an atlas of fictional maps, and like I mentioned before, I'm a huge history buff, and within that I just love maps, specifically fantasy maps. So to be able to have them all in one place is just so cool to me, and I would just love to like flip through this book and really examine all the different maps. My inner nerd is really coming out in this video, if you guys haven't noticed. And then the very last book on this list is called The Lost Queen by Signe Pike. So this says that it is the story of a forgotten queen from 16th century Scotland who is the twin sister of the man who inspired the legend of Merlin. This just sounds so good. Arthurian stories are like my my favorite. I love them so much. So those were all of the books that are on my Bookish wish list. Let me know in the comments what is a book that is at the top of your wish list. And also don't forget, if you did want to donate, the link is in the description and it would just mean so much to me. But no pressure. Loki came to say hello. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!